In Washington, a critical first step taken to ensure the U.S. government can pay the bills coming due. President Joe Biden and congressional Republicans have reached a tentative agreement to raise the nation's borrowing limit, averting untold economic havoc with days to spare. The deal preserves the government's ability to borrow money for 2 years, while capping federal spending, though not as much as Republicans demanded.
People will look back and say, oh, I didn't get exactly what I wanted.
Still, new House Speaker Kevin McCarthy can say Republicans rolled back spending.
It shouldn't be about you, it should be about America. America believes that we've spent too much, so this spends less.
The agreement represents a compromise, which means not everyone gets what they want, echoed a statement from Biden. But it was also good news, he said, because it prevents what could have been a catastrophic default. Now both parties must convince enough of their members in the House and the Senate to back it. And those votes might not be easy to deliver.
I'm tempted to say no, I'm in no vote, because as the Speaker said, there is absolutely nothing for the Democrats in these things. And oh, by the way, do I really want to validate a process which at the end of the day is a hostage-taking process, even if I get to use it 2 years from now? I don't want to do that.
From the Democrats' perspective, it might have been a lot worse. But that's not a big selling point to voting for it. I think it's easier for Republicans to claim that they've curtailed Democratic ambitions, even though they haven't done it very much, and that's easier to spin the vote.
But this professor of political science expects the deal will get to Biden's desk.
Granted, again, with that sword of Damocles hanging over their head, because it really, both sides agreed, it wasn't acceptable for the government to have a default.
With some hard-right conservatives already ruling out voting for the deal, McCarthy's razor-thin majority in the House may end up needing some Democratic votes, and their leader expects there will be Democratic support. But then the deal needs to get through the Senate, and some on the right in that chamber are also expressing their misgivings. Tweeted one Republican senator, "Fake conservatives agree to fake spending cuts." For City News, I'm Caryn Ceolin.